I'm going to show you how I would fix this Google Ads account in under 5 minutes and everything they're doing wrong that you're probably making a lot of the similar mistakes on. Now, keep in mind, this isn't my Google Ads account. This isn't my client either. So I'm not going to actually apply and make these changes. I'm going to walk you through them and point out what they're doing wrong, what I would do differently, and explain to you why and how you can fix these issues on your account as well. So let's jump through it. So first, what is going through my mind right now? What am I looking at? What do I see first? It's pretty simple if you're a Google Ads guru like me. No, just kidding. But seriously, two issues here. One, they're running a smart campaign. You shouldn't run a smart campaign, and I'm not going to go in super in depth into why because I've talked about it many, many times. But for the sake of simplicity, please don't run a smart campaign. Just don't run a smart campaign. It is a very dumbed down version of Google Ads, and you're going to primarily be running all broad match keywords, and you have very little control over what goes on in this campaign, the targeting, the ad setup. You lack control over this campaign. Therefore, it is not good. Most of the terms that come from a smart campaign are going to be quite irrelevant and you're going to be wasting money. Now, the results may look good at a glance, right? Maybe they are getting conversions, maybe they are getting phone calls, and I guarantee you will get plenty of phone calls from a smart campaign, but they're going to be 3 seconds long, 5 seconds long. They're going to be people calling you about spam and telemarketing and people going, I don't know how I got this number. But don't run a smart campaign. So that's the first thing they're doing wrong here. Now, the second thing they're doing wrong is they are clearly running ads on a search or display network. Let's go ahead and take a look. And I can tell by that icon there on the search campaign that they're running ads on, the Google Display Network. And they've certainly wasted money on that network, as well as the smart campaign is actually only running ads on the Search Partners Network. That's interesting. That's a complete waste of money. So takeaway here, your ad should not be ran on a Google Search or Google Display Partner Network. Let me show you how to fix that and what that looks like. So go to your campaign settings, and this applies to search campaigns. You're going to see a section where it says Partner Networks, which are basically the other two partners you can serve your ads on that are not Google Search. So right here where it says networks, if you click that, you'll see there's two other options. You want to ensure both of these are not selected. So you would unselect the Google Search Partner and unselect Google Display Network. You never want to run your ads on these networks. Let's scroll through their settings a little bit more, see if anything else jumps out, right? So here's another good issue I'm finding. Honestly, two issues here. For one, they just have a very low budget, which isn't really something we can fix or control. But if I'm being honest, if you're running $10 a day and you're trying to get roofing leads, you shouldn't be running Google Ads at all. They do not have a high enough budget to run Google Ads. Also, they're running target CPA at $73. You need significant conversion data to successfully run a max conversion, especially a TCPA bidding strategy. And they also don't even have an average cost per lead of 73. So I don't know where they're getting that number from, but that target CPA for one is just invalid. And two, they just really don't have the data or the background in this ads account to run that. For them, I would switch this to maximize clicks and I would apply a max bid limit slightly above whatever the average cost per click is in this account. Going a little further, looks like their targeting is fine. Let's make sure advanced settings are good. Good presence only, that's smart. Automatically created assets, ensure you turn this off. We don't want this. You can read here what it does and pause, but it basically just lets Google add in their own ad copy and change things. We don't want that. Scrolling through a bit more, looks fine. Let's take a look at what they're actually targeting, what's going on. Click through. Okay, they got a couple ad groups. They have ad groups properly themed out. I like that. You want to have everything built out by search intent, but let's take a look at their keywords. Yep, exactly as I suspected. Okay, so they are running all broad match keywords, or at least for the most part. We don't run broad match over here, guys. We don't do that unless you really know what you're doing. Easy fix here, switch all of this to phrase and exact match, get rid of the broad match. We don't want broad match. It's going to eat up our ad spend. Don't believe me? Let's go ahead and take a look at what kind of searches these broad match terms are making them appear for. So underside the insights and reports section, you go down to search terms and we can see the exact searches our ads are appearing for. These are searches people typed exactly into Google search that our ads appeared for. They clicked on, we spent money on, that whole thing. Now, if I were just to stop here and say, give me your takeaway based on what you see at a glance, your answer should be, we're spending a lot of money on competitors. That's exactly what's happening here. Most of our searches or most of the searches our ads are appearing for aren't high intent searches or high intent keywords. They're people looking for other roofing companies, right? We don't want that. We want people who are looking for roof replacement, roof repair, roof installations. We want people who are actively high intent and searching for a solution, not someone looking for some other roofing company that we're going to spend money on and, waste our money on. If we scroll through this, there's a lot of wasted search terms here, which means a lot of wasted money, right? And this could very well be avoided by simply not running broad match and having a list of negative keywords, which let's go check that next. I bet you they don't have many negative keywords. Maybe they don't have any at all. No? Okay, they do actually. They do have a pretty good amount of negatives. Well, it's good. It's good for them, but it's definitely not working or pulling the needle as much as it should. So they need to go ahead and actually use phrase and exact match. They should not be running broad match here at all. Now, there's a couple other things we can do, but honestly, that is the biggest takeaway here. Don't run a smart campaign. Do not run your ad on the partner networks, and do not run broad match. I'm sure there's probably some other issues regarding the ads, the landing pages, or the conversion tracking, which should all be completely dialed in and fully set up properly before you go live, right? You don't want to run ads or you don't want to run Google ads until you have conversion tracking set up. Because if you're flying blind and you don't have conversion goals set up, you're not going to know what to optimize for, and that's going to be a problem. But 3 biggest takeaways from this account, again, no smart campaigns. Also, side note, don't run Performance Max if you're in lead gen trying to generate local service leads. Don't do it. Stick to search only. But if you are running search, you don't want to run those 2 partner networks we showed you together, right? You want to turn off both the search partners and the display partner network, as you can see here. And then lastly, avoid broad match, stick to phrase and exact match. Now, if you have any other questions about Google Ads in general or specific to your campaign and business, go ahead and comment below, or you can actually reach me directly through the link in my form or link in my bio. I'm happy to help, and I do offer Google Ad audits. Thank you so much.